Squid Game is a very popular South Korean TV show that has gained notoriety across the face of the planet. And even though people may not have liked the way it ended, I personally think that the ending was stupid and terrible. It actually depicts how human beings and the human race actually is like. Welcome to my channel, where the only thing that matters is my opinion. Human beings are actually really trash when you think about it. Now, y'all may think I'm reaching, but listen up to what I have to say. We live in a world where people live in fantasies or want to believe the fairy tales of the bubbles of their lives that they have created or their family or environment created for themselves. And internally, we all have ways of justifying selfish actions when it only primarily benefits us. Now, if it benefits another person or couple people, that's a good thing. But when it doesn't benefit us primarily or indirectly, we often not tend to go that route.
Nice.
With the Squid Game show, it shows how different contestants come together to play a game that will give them the funds to really get out of the debt that they owe in the actual world. Now, even though this same debt that they do owe, if they win it, they will eventually help their family, help their loved ones, and just enjoy a very fruitful lifestyle. It doesn't change the fact that they are willing to sacrifice other human lives that are going through the same situations, that are going through the same issues, all because they want to primarily benefit from someone else's downfall.
It is a curse.
And the human race, when you think about it, which I'm very much a part of, is very complicated. Yet when you understand the survival instincts that everybody has and everybody needs to have, the survival of the fittest is everybody's real response and real motivation. When it comes to being alive, having power, having resources, the average person will do whatever it takes to make sure that they live a life above everybody else. Now, from day to day, it may not look like you're killing people, but you are definitely making more money, which means that somebody else, by your own effort, is making less. It therefore makes that if your family is enjoying, there are other families that may not seem to enjoy or may not have the opportunity to enjoy the lifestyle that you enjoy, thereby making the whole existence of you be someone else's terrible lifestyle. For somebody to borrow something, there has to be a lender that's willing to give it to that person. And most likely in the world that we live in, when it comes to banks, companies, all types of companies that you get money from, there is an interest on the money that you need to pay back. So not only are you paying back something that you owe, but you're also going to pay back everything, or if not more than what you already owe, because that person that's giving you that money or borrowing you that money needs to make profit from their investments.
You got a bitch fucked up. You hear me? You got me fucked up.
And this all stems back to my original point as to where there has to be a justification for the action, because if there's no profit or self-gain that somebody can have from doing something, most people will not really do it. Wars happen all over the world. There are people in third world countries that do not have the resources to even get a daily meal. But in those same countries, there are people that are controlling the society, controlling the government to make sure that they continually stay on top, and people like the average person keeps borrowing and suffering and going from hand to mouth when it comes to surviving on a daily basis. Wait for a second, I gotta ask a question. Have y'all subscribed to this channel yet? I know you are enjoying this video, so make sure you subscribe so we can fly. Back to the video. And when you come to think about it, the people that actually make the sacrifices to make sure that things are done are not really the people that cause the issues in the first place. The people with resources and the people that get to make decisions based on the world's population is not really them that do suffer, even though they do take some type of responsibility for the decisions and the actions that they've made. The people below them are the ones that really feel the brunt of that decision making. A husband and a wife may make a decision, and even though they may have made a wrong decision, the children are the ones that really get to feel the impact of it, because they may not understand the full context of what it is that is going on.
You're nothing but another victim.
Now back to the Squid Game, and what I think really sucked about this show is that they had an opportunity to give the middle finger to the system but it does not make sense, and this is why. Towards the end, even though the whole lead up to the end was complete idiocracy, because it still stems back to the point you want to defeat the system, but that doesn't change the fact that on the way that you're going to do that, you choose to be at war or to go against the people, the security guards that are making the system run, not knowing that these same people are working for the people that are at the very top. The players in this game are trying to make money to make their life better. The people that are making sure that this game runs are people that are trying to make their life better, just that they're being used in two different ways. So if you're not going to kill a fellow contestant because you don't want to be, you want to portray an image of being a good person, you're choosing to kill other people that are just trying to make themselves better, but all because they are on a different side as you think is justified.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Which is one of the things that don't make sense. But at the same time, when it comes to the ending of the show, this is a perfect time to really show that you are not going to conform to the systems that be. But what do we get? We get a situation where there's no accountability. You leave a baby behind. What is to say that that person or the people that you choose to leave the baby with are actually going to do the right thing? Now, in the show, they did do something that was ethical in a way, but that's not the reality of the situation. Because the main thing I would have expected, or how I would have liked the show to end, was when the main character and the baby are the only two contestants left, they choose, or he chooses, not to do anything. He's going to run the timeout, and both of them are going to live, thereby not giving the VIPs the exciting show or exciting moment that they would like to have, because somebody was meant to die. But if two people say, I'm not going to make any choice, we're both going to live, and therefore we're not going to give you guys what you want, that would have been a better ending in my opinion, because now the main character is dead. You never got to see your daughter. You never got to raise the child that was put in your own primary care by the mother. But instead, you let the system continue. There's really no gain, but just a realization that you were just nothing but a spoke on the wheel in the cycle that will continue even after you're gone. But do you guys know that there could have been a situation where they could have taken this baby and trained the baby to be the next host or the future host of future games? The baby has no memory, so you're literally able to do anything you want. So the main character leaving the baby in that state to prove a point to not the VIPs but to the host, who is not really in charge of the system but the VIPs, to me it's a blatant waste of material. But either way, who am I? I'm just a person that's airing my thoughts on a YouTube video where y'all get the opportunity to listen.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
If you enjoyed my opinion, if you have any comments to say, if you have anything against what I have said, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share.